How y'all doing? This is Chef Charles back in the kitchen. When Chef Charles in the kitchen, you need to be in the kitchen with me, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed the last two pound cake we made. Got great reviews on them and got great number of subscribers off those two cakes we made. Now, if you don't remember what we made, I kind of have a job now. I have difficult trying to remember what we made. We made so many cakes and so many recipes. You can't hardly keep up with them. But I think the second one we made was cranberry white chocolate pound cake. Okay, and then the one before that we made bacon pound cake, baker's lovers. Okay, and today we're bringing you another classic. This is Louisiana crunch cake, but we gonna do it, everything sweet way. Okay, now to get it up and running, this is what you're gonna need. You need 2 cups of granulated sugar. We got cake flour with 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. We got a cup of milk, and we got a half a cup of shortening with 2 sticks of butter, and we got 5 eggs. The flavor you're gonna need is coconut and vanilla. Okay. Now, back here you see this little here. I hadn't brought that to your attention because this is for your pan. We got a bond pan, 12 cup bond pan, and we got a cup, a little better than we grind up some nuts. Now you can use any kind of nuts you want. You can use walnuts, you can use pecans, you can use cashew, whatever kind of nut you want, be fine. We use
honey roasted pecan peanuts.
We got honey roasted peanuts because we had a bunch of those left over from something we had going on, and we decided to go ahead and use them up. And we got a 1/4 of a cup of long shredded coconut. Okay, this is for your pan. Okay, you know how we get started. We're gonna go ahead and cream our butter and our sugar. Okay, so y'all don't go nowhere. Stay with us. Let's get busy and get this thing up and running. 2 sticks of butter going in. Now you know we're gonna cream this butter more or less than a minute before we add our sugar. Okay, putting our shortening in now. Now you say, why you use shortening? I use shortening because when your butter set out too long, it get too soft. Okay, then what you're gonna do? Put it back in the fridge. Figure out what you're gonna do because it's too soft. You want it soft, but you don't want it, soft with actually running out the pack. Okay, so I use shortening when the butter is too soft. Down here in the South, sun get awful hot, and butter get awful soft. So you want to use 3 sticks of butter, that's fine. I get a better results using 2 sticks of butter and 1 stick of shortening, or half a cup of shortening. Okay, I'm gonna cream it about a minute. Okay, we're gonna add our sugar now. Now, butter is awful expensive. Okay, and to cut back some, you got 2 sticks of butter in here, and you can use a half a stick of shortening. Cutting back on your butter. Okay, in the professional world, when we were baking cakes, we barely ever use butter. We use butter flavor. Okay, we use not Crisco, but we use a shortening that was actually made for cake called the brown label. Okay, had a brown label and had a blue label. Blue label for frying, brown labels for making cakes. Okay, so basically that's what I get that from. It stands up better. Shortening do not get too soft when it's hard. It maintain whatever it's supposed to be. Okay, all right, we add our sugar to it. Got 2 cups. Gonna knock it out one time now. Gonna add it slow. Okay, we got that in, kind of mixed in. Now we're gonna go to 4th gear. That's gonna mix anywhere from 5 minutes to 8 minutes. Okay. Now, reason I got 5 to 8 minutes, we're gonna look at it and see where it need to be. Normally, you let it cream about 8 minutes. Okay. On 4th gear. All right. Alright, we're 4 minutes in. We're gonna go ahead and scrape down. Scrape down, then we'll add another 4 minutes. And that'll be 8 minutes of creaming. Trying to get them sugar flakes absorbed in your butter, okay? That's what the creaming process is about. You don't want no sugar flakes. Get that pale yellow. Another 4 minutes, we'll be back. Alright, we're 8 minutes in. We're going to scrape down and we'll store it. And our eggs. See, that's what you want. Nice, fluffy. That's your foundation for your cake. Any cake you make. Cream is going to be your foundation. You want it light, you want it fluffy. Okay? Alright, we're going to add the eggs now. Got it in second gear. 1 egg at a time. Mix that until combined. We got 3 eggs in. We're going to go ahead and scrape down before we add our final 2 eggs. Now, I told you this scraping down is very important. It seems like a small thing. So why you got to scrape down so much? If you want a good product and you don't want to throw all that product out that you put in this mixer, you will scrape down, okay? Scrape down, ensure that you get all your ingredients in this main batch. You don't want ingredients hiding on the side of the bowl. You don't want ingredients hiding on the bottom of the bowl. So, scraping down. Scrape that thing down, okay? Alright, gonna add our final 2 eggs one at a time now. We got 1 teaspoon of coconut going in. You notice I got my measure. I'm not eyeballing today. Mexico, and she sent us this vanilla from Mexico. Okay, so vanilla extract from Mexico, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and mix that. Then we're gonna start adding our milk and our flour. 3 parts, 1/3 our flour in. Start with flour, end with flour. I think I explained that to you if I hadn't. Flour had gluten in it. Main is good for when you're making bread or rolls, but you don't want gluten to form in your cake. So that's why you add it first and make sure you add it last. The reason you add it last because this mixer makes so many cycles and it's easier to form gluten if you're not careful. So this is what you do. Less mixing time when you add flour in your milk than you did when you do creaming, okay? Because creaming, you ain't got no chance of, gluten building up. So this is what you do. You mix this entire combined, okay? First gear. Second phase, flour. Second phase of milk. Mix entire combined. Alright, we're going to scrape down before we add the last flour. See all that flour on the side of the bowl here? That's why you scrape down. You want to get that in the main batch, okay? Put it on the bottom while we're down in there. Flour milk going in. Make that for 5 minutes or less. I'll mix this until I combine. Alright, we're cleaning off our batter dish. And this is our final time. We're going to scrape down. Get the flour on the side of the bowls there. That's why you scrape down. And some more hide in the bottom of the bowl. So get that thing, scrape that down. While we're scraping down, we're doing our final mix by hand. Okay, our pan is being greased, and we're gonna put our nuts all over, okay? Try to get some on the stem. On your regular cakes, they just ask for some nuts on the bottom with a little coconut. So we're putting the nuts on the side and on the bottom, okay? We got a cup. You probably won't need a cup. Half a cup. But you know me, I don't like to run out. I don't want to have to go back and do nothing over again. Hate to run out. Time I be wasting. Now we're gonna put some of those nuts back in the cup, and we're gonna leave some of these nuts on the bottom, okay? That's what we call it, crunch cake. I'll add a coconut to it. Got 1/4 of a cup of coconut. Just go on the bottom. I know some of y'all ain't gonna leave the coconut out. Yeah, you can leave it out if you want to. That's your cake you make. If you want to leave that coconut out, you can leave it out. But we're gonna put that in there. We got an oven already preheated on 325. It's gonna take anywhere from 60 to 65 minutes. Depends on your oven. But do like I do, just set it for 60 minutes, come back and check it. See what else you need. You need, more than 5 more minutes. But I normally set it, 5 minutes more. Just to check it, make sure it don't get over-baked. Now I put my 60 minutes on there. Come back and look at it. Don't like what I see. Put another 5 minutes on it. Come back, that 5 minutes up. Don't like what I see, or put another 5 minutes on. That's ensuring that you don't overbake it, okay? You never want to overbake it. There's a lot of ingredients in there that you really don't want to have to throw out, okay? The old time, baby. Wasn't right. They went to the trash can. We had to start over again. We ain't got time to be playing around. If it ain't right, garbage can. We start over. That's why I make sure. I'm gonna knock that down too much, because we're gonna knock our pecans down. We don't want to do that. Okay? Pecans maintain where they at. Alright, in the oven it go, 60 minutes at 325. And we'll see you back here like that. Okay, hour and 10 minutes. Our Louisiana crunch cake is ready. We're gonna let that set about an hour and a half. We're gonna come back and dump it. And then we'll start putting our glaze on it. You don't want to miss that. Stay around for it, okay? We'll be back about an hour and a half. Alright, we got our cake out. Get them cooled about an hour, hour and a half. Now I'm finna start our glaze, okay? Notice I said glazing, not icing. Glaze is gonna be a little thinner than your icing, okay? We want that to drape all the way down. Okay, I've got a cup and a half of powdered sugar. I got some of my nuts left here. We don't know if we're gonna put them on the top. Once we get through glazing, we've got a 1/4 cup of sweet milk or cereal milk. We're gonna put the milk. Put a little of that in there. Start to mix. See how much more we need. I'm gonna put a little coconut flavor in here also. And about a 1/2 teaspoon. First mix is to get the lumps out of it, alright? Try to get the lumps out of it. We don't want no lumps. Let's get more milk in there. There ain't no signs, just icing, okay? No sign. I can't tell you use this and use it. Only thing I can tell you, a cup and a half powdered sugar. The milk is gonna be added as you need it. Okay? We start out with a 1/4 cup. You know I'm thinking about that U-scan, right? And look like a lot of more people getting on board with this U-scanning. You go through there, you got to be the teller, you got to be the bagger. Then they got nerve to want to check your receipt when you go out of the store. Come on now. They got you at U-scan with no training. Then they want to check your receipt to make sure you can scan everything that's in your bag or your buggy. Come on now. You ain't gave me no training. You ain't paying me. Then you want to check my receipt. Come on, too much is too much. Come on, baby. Y'all get the cashiers back, get the 10 items with less lines back, and start working for free. Okay. Got the lumps out of it. See that flow right there? It's not flowing like cold molasses. Okay, we're gonna start adding this on our cake now. Alright, notice I got this on a wire rack so the icing can run down. The purpose of that, while the icing is running down to this pan, you always can move this top piece and get the excess ice to put back on the cake, okay? Instead of just putting your icing in on the board that it's going to be on. So if you need more icing, you got that opportunity to lift your cake up and get that excess icing off the pan. That's why basically I always use a rack. Now you got those peanuts around the side of that thing. You got coconut bottom of the pan, which is on the top of the pan now. Man, and them peanuts been toasted. We use honey roasted because that's what we had. You use whatever you got. You got walnuts, you got pecans, you got cashews. Whatever you decide to use will be fine. Get more ice in this bowl. We're trying to just get it all out. Ingredients is very expensive. I don't know what y'all hear, but gas prices going back up. Like we needed that, right? I guess these oil producing companies got together and said we ain't gonna produce as much oil so we can run the price back up. So don't put that on Joe Biden, okay? Got nothing to do with him. And I would kind of enjoy buying gas under $3. Lord, when have you saw that? But they going back up, okay? Alright, we're gonna let that drip dry. Get a little crust on it. We'll come back in about 30 minutes. We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna taste test, baby. You know we always got taste test now. It ain't no fun baking and you can't taste it. Okay? So y'all stay with us. Don't go nowhere. Alright, we got these leftover nuts. We decided to go ahead and put some on top. I just don't do plain, okay? it's just hard for me to do plain. I got paid so much for not doing plain. So I don't do plain. I can do plain. But my mind says you don't need to do plain, y'all. Once you get them on there, take your hand, just press them in. Just lightly now. You gotta do it real hard. Don't be trying to mash the cake through the string. Just lightly. You want them nuts to stay in place. Alright, we're gonna let it cool. Come back, we'll taste test. Okay, baby, we done sliced it. We done did the thumbprint. Now we finna taste test. Look at that. Soft that thing look. Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing. I gotta say something. If you have a problem figuring out what you're gonna bake for the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, this Louisiana crunch cake, you got the nuts on the side. Okay? Got a few nuts sprinkled on top. It's just as much. That's right. You ain't got to chew it. It just melts in your mouth. Listen. You know, if I could dance, I'll be doing a happy dance right now. You know? But this is delicious. This needs to be on your next menu that you have for holidays. And not only for holidays, you can do this anytime through the week. You know, so I want to make cake for the week, you know, for the family. You can hook this up anytime through the week, okay? If you haven't subscribed, why not? Chef Charles is going to show you how to start and show you how to end it, okay? And we're going to teach you what we know. We're talking about 33 years of experience, traveling all over the country, doing this type of thing for people that pay me good money to do it, okay? Ain't no guessing game. We're going to tell you what we're doing, how we're doing. We're going to explain to you why we're doing it, okay? So go ahead and put the subscribe button. If you like what you saw, share it. Tell somebody. Chef Charles in the kitchen. See, one thing I didn't want to do, I didn't want to leave him not showing people how to do what I know how to do, okay? I didn't want to leave with all this knowledge in my head, and when they put me in that coffin, all the knowledge go down with me. That's one reason I started the YouTube channel, to share all the knowledge I learned throughout the years. Now, back in the day when we started out, I thought bakers would not give you the recipe. No. That's how they made a living. You couldn't have a recipe. No. They had one chef, he had his own little room that he actually made the products in. Nobody else could come in that room. And he messed around and went on vacation. And the owner had the dough taken off the little room he was baking in and got his recipe and used the recipes because, you know, it was, you know, the owner's business. And, you know, we couldn't make a product, then nobody else could make it if he died or he left, he decided to quit. Nobody else could make that product. So the owner took the dough off the hinges and went in there and got everything he needed to make sure his business be successful. They wouldn't give you recipes back then, baby. No. That's how they fed their family. That was their livelihood. You didn't get recipes, formulas, or whatever you want to call it. YouTube opened the door for you. You know, we give you the recipe, no charge you a dime. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Every week we're gonna bring you a fantastic dessert, okay? We're gonna show you how to begin it, and we're gonna show you how to end it. Then when we get through, we're gonna taste test it. Make sure it's right, okay? But we already know it's right. We done did it so many times. Now, if you still going through the U-Scan line, that's on you, baby. You wanna work free? They don't give you no percentage to do it. Then they got nerve to check your receipt when you go out the door. Baby, let's get rid of the U-Scan line. That U-Scan line, that don't help nobody but the store manager, okay? That means less cashier he have to hire, less bagger he have to hire. You doing all the work, so why you need all those people now, okay? Stay out of the U-Scan line. Until next week, baby, we'll be back with another fantastic dessert. Until then, may God be with you and bless you. Charles is out of here.